Muy buenas mis queridos mortales, soy el Dios de Borrego, bienvenidos de nuevo a mi canal y hoy vamos a continuar con los cuartos de final del roster femenino del WWE 2K19 para el torneo de la Ira Peligrosa. Los cuartos de final, como ya dije en anteriores vídeos de los torneos de WWE, serán en Steel Cage y los dos primeros combates serán en la arena de Royal Rumble y los otros dos en la arena de Superestrellas, así que sin más, vamos allá. Primer combate, María Gómez contra Harley Quinn.
It's about to get heavy. It's about to be on. Yeah, the devil's in the next room. So nobody move. 'Cause I was sent to warn you. The devil's in the next room.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Madrid, Spain, Maria
We've seen some
Gomez.
crazy steel cage matches in the past, and guys, this one should be no different.
And keep in mind, this is among the most taxing matches in all of WWE. Regardless of the outcome here tonight, these superstars will be feeling the effects of this steel cage for quite some time.
And her opponent from New York, Harley Quinn.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just moments away from this gigantic steel cage match.
And given the superstars involved, you can bet this one will be about as vicious and gruesome as it gets.
Steel cage action kicking off here, guys.
For generations, the steel cage match has been considered one of the most ruthless matches of all time.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Moonsault! Uh-oh.
Watch out!
Oh, hanging on for dear life.
Powerbomb!
That was a long way down. Big flying forearm.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep. This might be it.
Oh my!
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael. The steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest. According to history.
And she kicks out with relative ease.
Not yet. Great agility.
Boom! Looks like she wants to win early. And she kicks out with relative ease.
Not even close.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history,
She reverses out of it.
And not a second too soon. Close call there.
oh man, she's rolling now.
Oh, man. She's on the defensive now. At this point,
Harsh impact.
This is all but over.
she goes for the cover. He survived, and this cage match is in the books. These women put on quite a show. Here's another look.
She's taking care of business. Oh, I can't believe this. She left it all in the ring, and I expected nothing less.
Here is your winner, Maria Gomez.
Maria Gómez
No
pasa a las
doubt about it.
semifinales.
That's a big pinfall win right there.
It's wins like that that makes this girl such a force to be reckoned with here in the WWE.
What amazing action.
Segundo combate, Shayna Baszler contra Sarah Logan.
I'ma take care of my mama, and if I ever have children, Lord knows, Lord willing, can't go back to the system. If I ever get a feeling, I'ma hide.
It's the Queen of Spades.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
She is the real deal.
One of the original 4 horsewomen of mixed martial arts, a protege of Ronda Rousey. Shayna Baszler thrives on the fear of others.
Yeah, it would be a tough point to argue that Shayna Baszler may be the toughest woman to ever step foot in NXT.
She's as tough as they come. Classic match with Ember Moon at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, where she won the NXT Women's Championship. The sky's the limit. Sarah Logan's ready to fight.
And her opponent, from Louisville, Kentucky, Sarah Logan.
Brought up on her daddy's tater farm in Kentucky. She used to hunt for a living and then cook the food for her family. That is what Logan is all about. She also lives the Viking lifestyle. She's a direct descendant of Eric the Red.
She's been blessed by the gods to be favored in battle.
Here we go, steel cage action kicking off here.
Well, the door's locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
Good golly, what a knee.
Oh, nasty impact.
You gotta believe this one's over.
If you ask a member of the WWE Universe about the Four Horsewomen, they'll likely refer to the quartet of Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. However, there's another group that lays claim to that moniker, and it includes Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, both groups actually met face-to-face at the Mae Young Classic. Ronda Rousey, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir were there to root on Shayna Baszler, and they met with WWE's group. Rousey told them, quote, "You name the time, you name the place."
The two of you brought up the collision between WWE's and MMA's Four Horsewomen, courtesy of Shayna Baszler. In the time since that showdown, Ronda Rousey has joined WWE, while the other two MMA horsewomen have begun NXT training. Guys, that showdown looms ever closer.
I, for one, cannot wait. Not only because we'll see some of the best MMA and WWE competitors meet in the ring, but I'd love to see Baszler put Sasha Banks in the Kirifuda clutch and make the boss quit. The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing...
She goes for the cover. Looking to steal one there, perhaps. Not yet. Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his incredible strength. Rick Rude turned the tables and used the steel surroundings to his advantage. At one point, Rude dove from the top of the cage onto the Warrior. But after the Warrior's signature Gorilla Press Slam, the Ultimate One climbed over the cage and retained his WWE Championship.
Nailed it.
Ooh, what impact. She's beginning to take some heat here. She needs to find a way to get back on the offensive here.
I really expected much more from her here tonight. I'm pretty shocked to see her absorb so much punishment.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Shayna Baszler is probably the biggest bully in all of WWE. She's tough, but her intimidation factor can defeat an opponent before the match even starts. Corey, how should a competitor approach Baszler?
Everyone who's seen even a modest amount of success against Baszler has done so by kind of building a weird immunity to her mind games. Ember Moon lives in the darkness. Kairi Sane thinks she's a pirate. And Nikki Cross, well, she's Nikki Cross.
Corey may have hit the nail on the head about strategy concerning Shayna Baszler. To avoid being intimidated, you need to be a little insane, because once you learn what the submission magician is capable of, fear is going to set in.
That's easier said than done, Michael. If you're of the right mind, you're well aware that Baszler will deliver the pain unlike any other NXT performer. In that case, you need to embrace the power of denial.
Who knows what's going to happen? This match could go anywhere.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combat.
Shayna Baszler gets the win. Let's take another look at these ladies going toe-to-toe.
Ain't nothing better than action like this.
here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler's got to be feeling good about her performance tonight.
I got a feeling we're going to be talking about her for a long time to come.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree that was an extremely impressive win.
Tercer combate. Liv Morgan contra Mandy Rose.
Here comes the self-proclaimed juvenile delinquent.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv
The firecracker of the Riot Squad. One of the only good things to ever come out of the state of New Jersey.
Jersey tough. There's no doubt about that. Successful career coming in WWE.
Oh my God. Calm down.
and her opponent from Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose.
Why does the screen always get so blurry when Mandy Rose comes out here?
Because it's like a dream come true, Saxton. Don't talk. Just open your eyes and enjoy.
I can't, they're watering.
As Corey calls her the Golden Goddess. Corey, you've gone radio silent.
I'm just enjoying the moment, Cole. I suggest you do the same. If Mandy Rose told me that up was down and down was up, I'd at least do some research on it.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Well, the door's locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
Ooh, what impact. You gotta believe this one's over. Boom, what impact. Setting him up for the... She's absorbing some offense here. We've certainly seen her withstand worse in the past, though.
Oh, man. Listen, she's more than capable of absorbing a little punishment here. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this motivated her to...
Quick kick out from Liv Morgan.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
Harsh impact. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. And watch Rikishi take flight off the top of the steel cage.
Wow, look at her go!
Liv Morgan sizing it up.
Boom! She's in complete control here, guys.
Perhaps thinking something else here.
Not sure why, though, Michael. She seemed to have it really cinched in.
She goes for the cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
She's still in this one.
She's licking her chops.
Gonna take a trip, gentlemen. Straight down to the 201 face breaker.
She got all of it there.
She goes for the cover. Liv Morgan got it. When you introduce the enclosure, everything is possible. What a match this was.
Who could forget this? I remember this part very well. If you don't enjoy watching her perform, there's something seriously wrong with you.
Here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
Morgan pasa a las
Aggressors were certainly
semifinales.
at an all-time high during that steel cage match. Wow, I can't believe the amount of punishment that had to be inflicted in order for those shoulders to stay down for the three.
Cuarto y último combate. Alicia Fox contra Beth Phoenix.
Balenciaga, check my Prada Valentino boots. It's the woman out of way, a lot of lamb, a lot of race. Never hesitate to give about the bag, cause the cash accumulate. Soon as we came in the game, all these they imitated. Put my mind on it, then I put my grind on it. Put the iron on them, my opponent. My code 500, I don't put no miles on it. I was running wild, homie, with 500,000 on me.
Foxy time!
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, Alicia Fox.
Hey, Alicia! Alicia! You
why-
should have heard what Byron was saying about you earlier today.
Michael!
I'm getting out of here. Good, thank God. Now the show can get crazy like a fox.
Yeah, she's not quite like all your other superstars in WWE. She has some issues.
Unpredictable, sure. I'm into that sort of thing.
The Hall of Famer, Beth Phoenix, a true pioneer.
And her opponent from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
Without question, one of the best, most purest natural athletes we have ever seen in WWE.
Look out. Here we go with the steel cage match.
And there are few things more unforgiving than the cold steel of a cage match.
Nailed it. What a strike. Oh, hanging on for dear life. Powerbomb.
Sweat starting to form on Alicia Fox's brow. Here's what we're going to see what she's made of.
It's been an amazing match up to this point, guys, and from where I sit,
Here's the cover.
And Alicia Fox avoids the early pin.
She's still in this one.
Hurricane Rana.
What a stomp.
good grief.
Now Beth Phoenix might be in trouble here.
She doesn't appear too concerned, however.
At the arm. Oh, nasty impact. And setting him up for a knee to the face.
That's gonna hurt. And Beth Phoenix was able to get out of danger there.
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be...
And she's trying to flip the script here.
Easier said than done, Michael.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Thunderous slam.
Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
Well, a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage. They must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like The Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down, the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between...
Double chicken wing applied. Lamb slam. She can close the door here.
Things are looking dire for the cover here. This steel cage match is in the books.
How about another look at some of the highlights?
Highlight for one superstar, low light for another. And that's exactly how she wanted to end this thing.
Here is your winner, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner.
That's the kind of win that makes you feel good about yourself.
And give this Houston crowd credit for being on their feet almost the entire match.
Y hasta aquí, mis queridos mortales, los cuartos de final del roster femenino del WWE 2019 para el torneo de la Ira Peligrosa. En el siguiente vídeo relacionado con el torneo y el juego, pues ya vamos a las semifinales y vamos a mezclar las semifinales y la final del roster masculino con las del femenino. Así que muchas gracias por ver este vídeo, gracias a Santi Sama y hasta la próxima.